Hi, I'm Mike.
And I'm Dave.
And we're Nfgeeks.
And this is our Valentine's Day special.
That's right. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. So, all right, Dave. For this conversation, I wanted to talk about Valentine's Day specifically. And I want to talk about this sort of theory I have is how different holidays are manifestations of the collective human consciousness and are coming out of specific types of consciousness, meaning the different temperaments. That different temperaments are producing archetypally in their symbols and in the way we act during the holidays, their own consciousness. And what I mean by that is basically what I'm saying is I'm just going to declare now, take full ownership of Valentine's Day. That Valentine's Day is an NF holiday. That we invented. Basically, I'm saying that we invented Valentine's Day. Now, when I say we, I don't mean literally concrete thinkers. Okay, I don't mean Dave and I literally concocted Valentine's Day, but that Valentine's Day is coming out of the NF side of human consciousness.
Came out of our minds.
Yes, the collective mindset of all NFs, and the NF side that is a part of that's a part of humanity. So, what do you think about that? What do you any thoughts?
I agree. I think we're all lovey-dovey all the time, and I think it would only make sense that it came out of an NF's mindset. I mean, to give love just for free. Just be like, I love you to everybody, and everyone should do the same,
Yeah, and also, I think even when Valentine's Day stinks and sucks and is painful, believe me, for some of you, even some of you watching this video right now, Valentine's Day is a misery. You can't wait for Valentine's Day to be over. And I've been there too as an NF. And believe me, when you're an NF and Valentine's Day is sucking, wow. That's it. That's horrible experience. But even in the misery of Valentine's Day, that's a way of experiencing NF consciousness because you're having a direct sort of gestalt experience of your own pain of not having a Valentine or love or whatever bad things are going on in love. And that's a pain that NFs carry around all the time. So it's a way of the whole human race, or at least people who, not maybe the whole human race, but any human going through Valentine's Day, good or bad, you're having an NF experience. And I think that's the purpose of holidays, to give you an experience of the other types that you normally wouldn't have.
Well, there's probably more of a purpose, but but that's one of them.
What kind of values do you think that are NF that are represented in Valentine's Day?
Empathy, and just feelings. I'd say just being authentic feelings. I say just giving to other people without any shame, really. I mean, perhaps some people are very shameful of their feelings throughout the rest of the year, and this gives them a time in a day to just not be afraid. To just be like, I love you, and here's me showing my appreciation for you and the love I have for you. I mean, it was interesting the other day. I was watching an RSA Animate video, and I was talking about how people will. It was like mutual knowledge versus individual knowledge. And individual knowledge means that I know what I'm thinking, but I'm not sure anyone else knows the same. And then mutual knowledge is everyone knows that everyone else knows that specific piece of knowledge. Now what I'm trying to get at is that, say for example, you're just not, you love someone, but you're afraid to express it or whatever.
Sure.
You're hidden away in your house, and you're not sure if anyone else is like expressing the love, so you just keep it to yourself. However, say like on Valentine's Day, everyone's just expressing their love and all that, so that eases the burden. It lowers your defenses, and so you feel like you're not alone in this.
Is that a personal experience you've had with Valentine's Day? Do you have this personally as you've been describing it?
I'd say so. I mean, maybe when I was younger, or I would just think Valentine's is gay, it's like really, it's for girls and it'll just give you cooties and all that stuff. But I don't know. I feel like, even when you're younger and everyone's just giving out the cards in elementary school and all that, you feel less shameful of doing the same thing, So I feel that, I feel that would it helps a lot for some people. You know, now I just don't care. I just give people hugs randomly on the street. So, you know, but
for Dave, every day is Valentine's Day.
yes.
Yeah.
Mwah.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Good for you, Dave.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, happy Valentine's Day, Dave. That's great. Absolutely.
Right. So, yeah.
Yeah, you know, a lot of what you said really resonated for me. And it is sort of an opportunity for people to act in a way that they normally wouldn't act due to various other, perhaps social restrictions, or even just private demons, or just limitations in their own personality type. You know, it's a good time for everybody to let their NF out.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what holidays are for. Not just NF, but it's a way of when we're all participating in the holiday, it's a way for us to be like the other types. That's my theory. And so a way for the rest of you to be NF is to celebrate Valentine's Day. So when you're celebrating Valentine's Day, you're entering the NF zone in the NF world, and you're experiencing the world we experience it as, you know.
Yeah, it's like in some ways it's, well, you know, like you mentioned in a previous video, like NFs have no defenses, but I feel like it's just having defenses is just as much as a burden.
Yeah, sure.
To not having defenses.
Yeah, that's right. It comes with its own different set of problems for it. So I want to talk a little bit about some other holidays and then get back to Valentine's Day a little bit. So other types have their own version of holidays too. And so SJs, of course, our favorite. SJs have holidays, and you know it's an SJ holiday when there's a parade and people marching in formation. Any holiday where that's taking place, you are at an SJ holiday, and that's not a criticism because we all because in those holidays we get to be SJ, you know, and those are always the holidays that SJs shine in. So, for example, let's take Memorial Day, not just the parade, but also the whole idea of Memorial Day, respect for the fallen of America and the patriotism, all of that is very SJ, as is the 4th of July, I would say, and that's a huge holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, so SJ has...
At least in America.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You sure it's not big in Britain? They're not celebrating? Good Witch isn't celebrating the 4th of July?
Well, they have the 4th of July, but I don't think they celebrate it as much as America.
No, that's right. These are American SJ. Yeah, that's a good point, because we have international fans, so these are American holidays. What would be really interesting, I would like to hear then, that's great, Dave, is from other countries, if you're some of our overseas fans, how are different holidays in your country being represented by NF or SJ or SP or whatever? That would be, I would really like to hear that, who's being represented in Boxing Day?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, that would be interesting. So Memorial Day, 4th of July is an SJ holiday, all the values. It's actually, these are holidays where we all get to celebrate SJ values.
And Thanksgiving. Yes,
Thanksgiving, I think, is the biggest SJ holiday in America of them all. I mean, even the sense of gratitude and humbleness towards, getting to have, getting the meal and having what you have, that's all SJ values.
And I love Thanksgiving.
Yeah, of course. And so that's a way for us to participate. SP holidays. Now, what's great about SP holidays is that they don't have holidays; they have weeks. Okay, anything that takes days to party is an SP holiday. So, like spring break is an SP holiday. Mardi Gras, and Carnival. Those are only that's coming right out of SP consciousness.
Right. Get
drunk, lift up your shirt, take off your clothes, run around. Warm weather. That's all SP.
And who doesn't like warm weather?
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Carnival is Brazilian SPs gone mad.
They celebrate in P-Town too, Carnival.
Do they?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's SP, on its way. Going crazy. However, though, I want to say two things. And one is that in the end, though, I think NFs win the holiday match because we have two of the most fantastic holidays of them all. Not only do we have Valentine's Day, but we have Halloween. Halloween is one of ours. That's an NF holiday,
Because of all the free candy.
Yeah, free candy, right,
Yes.
Free candy. And all the magical stuff, and, that's all NF spiritual stuff. And, of course, the greatest of them all, Christmas. Christmas is an NF holiday.
Now, would that be because Santa is an ENFP, Mike?
Well, here's the thing. It's a double NF. Because first, you're celebrating the birth of an NF. Okay, you're celebrating the birth of NF, pretty much, symbolically. And what does the birth of NF mean? Salvation, redemption, hope, a future from the abyss that was previous to us. There's that, and then Santa is an ENFP. So even Santa, it's a whole NF fun fest. You know.
Now, I couldn't help but notice that. What would be an NT holiday?
I was thinking about this. I was trying to find one, and so here's my hypothesis. So NTs, jump in and tell us what you think, because again, I haven't brought this up with any of our NT friends, so I don't know. And that is, I don't think NTs celebrate holidays. Now, it's not negativity on their part. I don't sense negativity. I actually sense neutrality. That they're actually neutral to the holiday, and they're celebrating it because they're living with the rest of us, and logically they have to celebrate it to have relationships and whatever. But if the holidays didn't exist and there was a reasonable way of living where the holidays weren't necessary, I think they would be fine to just keep right on going. Whereas no NF is giving up Christmas. Or Valentine's Day, for that matter, and no SJ is giving up Memorial Day or 4th of July. I think the NTs I think the NTs go through the holidays for our benefit. Actually, that's my theory, but I don't know. So NTs, let us know what you think. What do you think, Dave?
I was thinking Groundhog Day. To be honest, not to be a jerk or to sound anything like that, but because there's a whole. Granted, there's a whole mythos around it, but there's also something slightly scientific about it as well, where the groundhog is scared by its shadow. It comes out, and then it goes back into its hole for another 6 weeks, and it's got and that determines whether or not winter lasts.
Sure, and I could see NTs putting that on as a joke for everybody.
Yeah.
Too, saying, we're just going to tell people that it's the groundhog. Because they're dumb, and we're just going to show how dumb everybody is and laugh about them.
As if all of winter, an entire season, rests upon the shoulders of a groundhog.
That's right. So they concoct this plan and then explain back to us why it's stupid. That is kind of that's a T for you. But I don't know. But that's great. I couldn't think of any. Even Easter. Easter is really just an SJ holiday trying to be an NF holiday and failing at it. Easter is all SJ values,
You have to earn the chocolate.
Right, exactly. You can't just get it. Then it's just a little bit of chocolate because you don't want to ruin the Easter meal. Compared to the mounds of chocolate that you get on Halloween, and on Valentine's Day too, mountains of sweets.
Plus, you also have to dress up for Easter.
Right, but go in the bushes to look for the egg, but don't get dirty. See, that's an SJ trap, right there.
When it's Halloween, you can dress up any way you want.
That's right. You could, that's totally.
There's already crap on your face. So.
All right. What other ways you feel that NFness is being brought out through Valentine's Day, since this is our Valentine's Day special?
Other ways, besides the open expression of.
Sure. Or anything. Symbolically, anything.
I think it's just the time where your true, authentic self and feelings can come out. I think that's just the big thing, really. I mean, any other expression is just based upon that, I find. Be it like flowers or cards, which is just another form of poetry, or even those teddy bears that you give. Personally, I prefer like a poem with flowers, But, I find it's just based off of pure, authentic emotion, and feelings that you have for another person, or just like the entire humanity, or just like your entire family, and friends, just pure empathy. I find it's just what Valentine's Day represents to me, anyway.
Oh, that's great. For me, my NF side, it's a great opportunity to be romantic, and to really idealize and have a romantic idealization of love, and everyone get to join in the romantic idealization for a change instead of trying to stomp on it. For one day, everybody gets to reach for the sky with their love and express their love in the most idealistic way to whomever their Valentine is. And even if you're pining over somebody you're lost love, it's still an idealized love. So all you broken hearts celebrating Valentine's Day, you're also experiencing the NF idealism too, the pain of the NF idealism.
Maybe we should give a shout out to them. To
Yeah.
all the broken hearts out there.
Yeah, hang in there, okay? Don't give up hope.
Because we love you.
That's right, we do. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
So, mwah.
That's right. Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. And we've reached the end.
Yes, we have.
So once again, more videos coming for our Valentine's Day special. And take it easy. Happy Valentine's Day.